Welcome back to the Cowboys Fan Show, ladies and gentlemen. Tyler Ortega here alongside Kimbrey, Sports Skinny Temple, and Molly Stevens. Get to you in just a moment, Molly. That was a great week of football, guys.
It was, for everyone except for the Cowboys. Or at least for Tony Romo.
Well, no, I think Cowboys and Cowboys fans in general.
Everybody in general with the Cowboys.
Yeah, I suppose so. And this is going to hurt me to do this, Molly. But I have to call Molly. She is our fan of the week. Welcome to the show, Molly.
Thank you.
So give us a little bit of background. You're a Redskins fan from the Baltimore area. Go ahead and fill us in a little bit.
No, definitely a huge Redskins fan, born and raised. No matter what, be a Redskins fan, even though they're not the easiest team to cheer for.
I'm sorry.
That's 2 Redskins fans in 2 weeks that we've had as guests, Ty.
I know we're definitely gonna have to buck the trend here in the coming week.
Get that changed up.
But Kimbrey, I hear you have some stuff to talk about. Let's get right to it.
I do. This week in the huddle, we have 3 things we're going to talk about. First off, Tony Romo's injury. Obviously, that is something we're going to talk about right off the bat. It's one of those things you wish you didn't see it happen, but you kind of knew. He was in a little bit earlier than I would have liked to see him go in. I know the Cowboys were excited to have him. He got a win for them after such a long stretch of losses, and they put him in against the Panthers, the undefeated Panthers, and it just did not work out for him. It was not a good day.
Yeah, as we'll see the highlight here of Romo's injury. And you can see it was that left collarbone that he's broken twice already, once earlier this year. And he's taken down by Davis, falls straight onto the shoulder. And, you know, I was watching the game. When I saw that, my first thing I said was, here we go again.
Yeah. I think everybody watching the game, Cowboys fan or not, felt the pain in their collarbone that Romo was experiencing in that moment. It was definitely not fun to watch.
Molly?
I mean, I don't like Dallas, so Romo being out definitely does help the Redskins. So I think they put him in too soon, and I think it was a bad decision to make because I don't know if he'll be able to come back from this injury and be what he was a while ago.
What I think it was I don't think he came back. I think he did come back just a little bit early. I think had he sat out against Miami, came back against Carolina on a Thursday, you get a week and a half after the game. You know, it was just the 2 games in 5 days, I think, is what ultimately took a toll on Romo. What's next?
Absolutely. So next up we have Matt Cassel starting to look a little bit more comfortable in the quarterback position, which is important because now he is the quarterback for the Cowboys once again. And it's nice to see he's completing more passes and just looking a lot more comfortable in his position. With his teammates, it's chemistry he has to have.
I'm excited to see him play against the Redskins. He didn't play against the Redskins last year, I don't believe. So it'll definitely be an interesting matchup. I'm excited to see him play.
Definitely.
Well, I mean, when you look at Cassel, he has a good track record as a backup quarterback. This year kind of seems to be the outlier.
He does.
You know, in 2 of his 4 games started, he hasn't led the offense to a touchdown. He hasn't eclipsed 200 yards passing. So he does definitely have to work on that. What's next?
So next up, Darren McFadden. I know he was on the field. I know he was playing, but he didn't seem to show up very much. He had 11 rushing yards for 10 carries, and that's not going to cut it.
Yeah, well, I mean, when you do go up against one of the best defenses in football.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I mean, it's been literally a year and 2 days since the Panthers have lost a regular season football game. And they do have, like I said, Luke Kuechly, one of the best linebackers in the NFL. I think that definitely had a lot to do with it. And then the fact that the Cowboys fell behind early doesn't really allow them to run the ball, run the clock out, basically. So I think that really contributed to it. I would have liked to have seen McFadden get a few more carries, but alas, here we are.
Molly, thoughts?
I don't know. I think the defense just completely shut him down from the beginning. 3 picks. They knew what they were doing. The defense was definitely a dominant factor in this game.
Absolutely. I couldn't agree more.
And when you look ahead to these Redskins, do you think Darren McFadden is going to receive the same workload? Is he going to get more?
I honestly think Darren McFadden against the Redskins, and now I hate to say this, my fiance is a Redskins fan, and obviously our fan of the week is as well, but I think Darren McFadden has a better shot against the Redskins than he had against the undefeated Panthers.
I like the way you're thinking, Kimberly. We'll be right back here with segment 3, the Scouting Report, and my keys to the game. Don't go anywhere. You're watching the Cowboys Fan Show.